Good evening, everybody. It's your homeboy West Coast Roller coming back at you again. Surprise, surprise. I'm spending the night tonight in somewhere in Eastern Oregon. Going to give a prize to somebody who can figure it out. Figure out where I'm at. I'm not going to say. I don't want any of you haters hunting me down with AK-47s and slashing my tires. I just chowed down on a club sandwich at Denny's. It was pretty darn good with the seasoned fries. The seasoned fries. Yeah, this was like killer, man. It really hit the spot. Well, it's been another long day in trucking. Today was a 14-hour day. This whole week has been long days. That's kind of the sucky part about trucking, by and large, is the hours. I don't mind 12-hour days, but when you start getting up into the 14-hour days, that's when it really takes a toll on you. When you think about it, like this morning, I was up at 3 a.m. this morning, so it actually was about a 15-hour day for me, and it really messes with your sleep and eating, that kind of stuff. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna like be a little bitch about it, or you're gonna man up. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna man up, or you're gonna woman up, and you're gonna do what you got to do. And I know that that's really been my experience in trucking. I mean, trucking is hard. It's a hard business. It's hard industry. What attracts a lot of people to it. A lot of people like it because it's tough and it's hard. But yeah, the hours kind of bite, and some of what I do is hourly. Today, the run I was doing, I went from Portland all the way to Spokane and got paid by the mile, and then I get paid for my unload times. When I'm unloading the truck, I get paid an hourly rate for that. But other than that, it's work. But yeah, the long days are the 14-hour days are just they're a little too much, a little too much. There's nothing great about it. And I mean, even if you were making like a lot of money, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, if you're tired, or you're going to put yourself at risk, safety wise, getting in an accident or whatever, then I mean, no amount of money, is going to make up for those long hours or whatever. So anyways, it's tough, it's hard. You can't be a little bitch, and so, and I had a good talking with myself today, this morning. I had to do a little attitude adjustment. How many of you know what I'm talking about? It's like that little voice in the back of your head, starts bitching. Oh, you're not making enough money. You're working too many hours. They're taking advantage of you. Blah 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 blah. Right. So there always is a point with everything that you do in life. It's going to be, I mean, anything you want to do and you want to be successful at, it's going to be hard. I mean, there's just hard. It's hard. It's going to be hard. So anyways, guys, that's just a couple of things that have been on my mind today, this week. Let me show you around this motel room here, and I'll come in the chat box. Pretty nice, pretty darn nice motel room. Complimentary Dasani water bottle, like really nice executive chair and executive desk, air conditioning, nice little recliner, sofa, king size bed. Ooh, I'm gonna sleep good tonight. Alarm clock. These lights are kind of cool. Have like these little plug-in sockets. I've got my phone charging in my AT&T Mobily. That's providing the internet right now for this live stream. I've got really good signal. This is my little USB adapter that I use. It's multi-purpose. I really like it. You can plug it in to a 110 socket, and then you can also plug it into a cigarette lighter plug, such as in a vehicle. And this is what I use, kind of multi-purpose. It can do two things. You can kill two birds in one shot, something like that. TV. I don't watch TV, so that's really not of much importance to me. There's a microwave. It has a refrigerator, which that's always a nice thing to have in your room. So I can, if I had some drinks, I could put some drinks in here. This is really awesome. This is a Keurig coffee maker. And what do we have? English breakfast, Dunkin' Donuts. It looks like a regular and a decaf. So that is really like necessary in the morning. Look at that bed again. Oh, that is going to be nice. Woo! Comfortable. What else? All your kind of motel things. We've got an iron on the wall and an ironing board and a luggage holder. And the El Baño, we have a little toilet here. Fan, it's pretty loud. It does have a heat lamp. That comes in handy. Got some, a shower cap. Look at that. Gonna need one of those. What do we got here? Some argan oil complex. Conditioner and shampoo. And we got the tub. That looks like it's going to be pretty good. Definitely enough towels for one night. Probably didn't hear anything I just said because that fan was on. So yeah, that's the accommodations for the evening. So who we got on here tonight? Let's see, maybe turn some more lighting on in here. Lights, camera, action. What's going on? who we got in the house tonight? We got Jason. We got Jason Noom. Jason telling everybody who he's voting for. What's up, Jason D? What do you think? Let's see. What do you think about crypto? I heard the US dollar is just going down with all the printing of money. Yeah. Honestly, on the crypto, gonna sit down here. A little easier to talk than bending over. I don't have this thing on a tripod. When it comes to crypto, I would not be the best person to really comment on crypto. I know that a lot of people are big believers in it and they have a lot of faith in it. Will it be the currency of the future? I mean, it could be. I mean, I like crypto. I just don't have a lot of faith in the. I mean, I think it would be something good to take a risk with and buy some and see where it goes. But I would just rather own like physical assets such as gold or silver or real estate. But I'm really not the best person to ask about that. I would look to other more knowledgeable people than myself on that. I mean, a lot of people made money on it. I wish I, would have bought it many years ago. I don't, I probably could have been I mean, just like everybody. I mean, it's like everybody always, when the stock split, everybody was saying, oh, if I would have bought Microsoft, and well, you didn't buy Microsoft. So it's kind of like you can't, coulda, shoulda, woulda. But I think that the lesson to be learned is, at least for me, it's a good idea to take a chance with some of these new technologies that come into play, and maybe make a small investment and just take a risk with it. And but then again, investing, I think, also, I don't think people put a lot of emphasis, but it's investing in certain things. It's what you put faith into. At least that's the way I look at it. I mean, what do you have a lot of faith in? And if you have faith in something, then invest in it. If you don't, or you doubt, then maybe it's not for you. I don't know. That's just kind of another way to look at it, I think. What's up, minivan Mike? Still figuring out this chat here. Normal. There's different colors. I'll just leave it alone for now. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, Jason, do you Have you bought any cryptocurrency at all, or there's one of the YouTube channels that I follow on YouTube is a guy by the name of George Gammon, and he talks a lot about the financial system and a little bit about cryptocurrency, stocks, bonds, derivatives. I've learned a lot from his channel, and I really like his live Q&As that he does once a week on, I believe it's Sunday, and I've learned a lot on his Q&As that he does. And that would be something else I would recommend to check out, is his channel, George Gammon. And another channel, there's many channels. Another perspective, a good one, I think, is the Uneducated Economist. He's actually out of Astoria, Oregon, and he works in the building lumber trades. I think he sells lumber, but he gives some interesting perspectives about the economy and currency and the Federal Reserve and money printing, and throw a little bit of cryptocurrency in there. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a loaded question. It can go many different directions, and a lot of people want to speculate on what's going to happen, but ultimately, you have to, I think, at least me, the way I look at it, I have to educate myself the best that I can to make the best decisions for myself as far as what to do, what to put money into. Maybe it's, buying an off the grid property and having a garden, and a lot of people invest in those things instead of having it tied up in a stock portfolio, or there's many different forms of investing. Some people invest in their family. Anyways, I'm just sharing with you just some different viewpoints on it that I have. But a lot of these channels, they push fear. A lot of them, that's what they're selling. They're selling you fear. They're clickbaiting you fear about everything. And, you look back in history, and I guess you have to kind of use history as your guide as well. Yeah, go check out this channel. George Gammon, Gammon. George Gammon. Hi, Elena. I've been looking for land. Hard to find in Oregon right now. It's so expensive. Yes, it's very, very expensive. Everywhere is very, very expensive. You kind of have to get creative with what you're going to. You might have to get creative about where you're looking and where you're considering buying land. For sure. I think I gave you guys a pretty good tour of the room here.
What is today is Thursday, and spending the night here tonight, then driving back to Portland, and then I have a delivery I got to make tomorrow, and then I've got the weekend off, and then I think I'm going to be coming back over here next week. But that's what I'm up to. What's going on, Alina? How are you doing? How's your family? Have you guys been taking any summer vacations with the family? It was 110 degrees today on my drive back from Spokane today through the Tri-Cities. 110 degrees. It was. They were saying on the radio that this is going to be like one of the hottest days of the year. I think it may have even broke a record here in Washington and Eastern Oregon. Um, I'm glad that I have some experience being in Arizona at like 110, 115 degrees, where it's like scorching hot, and it's like walking into an oven. I got out of the truck today. You know, it was like 108 or whatever, and I'm like, this feels good. This feels good, you know. So that was a good feeling. We just came back. Oh, from Yellowstone. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. Did you ever purchase a fifth wheel? I know that you were talking about that. James McDaniel, that's hotter than San Diego. Yeah, for sure. Yes, it does. Tri Cities gets really, really hot. Yeah, I had to make a run over here last month, and the truck I was driving had no air conditioning, so it was a hot drive on the way over here. I had to go from Portland to Spokane, but it was about 98 degrees when I was driving through Tri Cities. So my husband and I both lost our jobs because of COVID. Oh my gosh, really? Wow. I'm really sad to hear that news. Yeah, speaking of COVID, I went, to get my Denny's tonight, and I had to put one of these on. I had to put one of these on. But there were. She was saying that I asked her how late that they were open tonight, and she said they were closing at 10 o'clock. And I thought to myself, not only is the government, telling you that you have to put these on, but they're also telling you how late that your business can be open. And talk about control. But anyways, I'm really sorry to hear that, and I hope that you find employment, new employment for yourself, or I hope that you're able to. I hope that you're doing okay through all of that situation. I feel really bad. I feel really bad for the people who have lost their jobs with this whole this whole ordeal. That the data just is not supporting all of this craziness and insanity that's going on. It's just the data is not supporting it. It's just not. So you have a fifth wheel now, and with everything going on, I'm ready to live off grid. Yeah, I hear you. I think a lot of people have the same idea with all of the craziness that's going on. Um, and that was the very first thought that I had back in March when all of this crap hit the fan, was that I thought to myself, you know what, the people that are preppers that live off the grid, I mean, they were the ones that were actually doing the best through. I mean, no surprise, but we, saw a situation where we were being ordered, by the government basically took control of our means of production, and some people couldn't, work, and yeah, I know they issued the stimulus checks, but you know, uh, yeah, it's a really crazy. It's really, really crazy. But if you lived off grid, you would have a lot more control over well, potentially have a lot more control over your means of production, being able to, grow food, or if you had chickens, or, but, it's hard. It's hard to do all of that. It takes a lot of time to build a self-sustainable farm. It takes years, to build something significant like that, and it's definitely not feasible and practical for everybody to just, go and do. But there are still, to my knowledge, a lot of places like in Tennessee where there are no restrictions. I think it's called restrictions, where basically you can do, what you want. I'm probably not saying that correctly, but there are still counties that don't have a lot of restrictions to where you could do a lot of off the grid living, if that's what you feel you should do. Just going through reading your messages. Andres, what's up? What's going on, Andres? James, my neighbor shook my hand when I said COVID is a hoax. I hope the misery stops for everyone. Yeah. Yeah, I just hope that people do more critical thinking and, stop listening to the mainstream narrative that is being pushed, and just do more critical thinking for yourself. Study history, study the bad plagues that have happened, and compare this to that, or compare the flu to this. I'm not a doctor, and honestly, I'm not gonna. I'm kind of giving you my view of the situation right now. So, I'm sticking to it. Damn conspiracy theorists. I've got one for you. If it's the truth, it's not a conspiracy. Elena, by the way, I'm from Russia. Sorry for the loony grandma, but the situation in the country is something I was hoping not to ever deal with. Yeah. And, this is also, definitely not affecting just our country, the USA. It's all over the world. And yeah. Scott, what's going on? Scott, what's up, brother? Damn scamdemic. There you go, man. I really would like to hear your thoughts, Scott, on all of this. I'm really curious to hear what your opinion is about it. Um, yeah. Bet you're crazy. Yeah, we're all a little bit crazy. Or humans. We're all a little crazy. Was trying hard to escape socialism and communism in Russia, but it's becoming more like it here in the U.S. Yeah, it definitely is. Um, it definitely it definitely is. I just don't understand how people forget history or want to pretend that things didn't happen, or even worse, like try to erase history, like it never happened. It's like history has a sad but true a tendency to repeat itself, and it just it's amazing to and the stupidity too, the stupidity of people, just stupidity. You still doing the RV thing? Yeah, still doing the RV thing. Still living in my fifth wheel, living the high life in the fifth wheel. I got like a really weird straw. This is a paper straw, not a plastic straw. So it's like I'm trying to suck water out of it, but it's like completely collapsed. What is this world coming to? We're giving paper straws out now? Wow, they even have pull out drawers in here too. That's really cool. Said it was a false flag from the first time I saw toilet paper was off the shelves. People so need to wake up. Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing to me that, well, I've said enough. It's amazing to me that we got to wear these now, but when the shit hit the fan, we didn't have to wear them, or they were saying that they were ineffective in the beginning and now they're effective, and I don't know how the, you know, I mean, whatever. It's just the inconsistency of the information that they're telling you. Um, and I certainly have nothing against the wearing masks, or if anyone wants to wear a mask. But if I don't want to wear one, or if I have trouble breathing with wearing one of these when it's especially like 110 degrees out, I shouldn't be mandated and sent to jail if I don't have one on. That's really all that I'm saying. But I didn't want to like have a discussion tonight about this stuff. but hey, man, you know, if it goes, it goes. If it goes there, it goes there. Um, so Scott, whereabouts are you right now? Are you in Oregon? That's the only bad part about these motels is water. Like you have to bring your own drinking water when you come to these places because the water sucks. Like it tastes really, really bad. Um, but you know what? I brought water with me in my truck, so I may have to go down and get some more of that because this is not going to last me the rest of tonight. But I've been up since 3 this morning, and it is holy crap. It's already 8 o'clock. So I got to get to bed pretty soon. The life of a truck driver. Gotta love it. Why are you crazy? There's a 100% evidence that they work. Are you just not intelligent at all? But I best you look at Facebook ads because you don't look the brightest. Yeah, it's you can believe whatever narrative that you want to believe, but do your own critical thinking with whatever it is that you're doing, and don't believe the narratives that are being pushed by the mainstream media, or at least do your own research on that before you come to your own conclusions. And I'm not saying that like I just said about this, I'm not against it or I'm not for it. You know, I just have a problem when it's a law that I have to wear one of these or I'm going to go to jail or I'm going to be fined. I have a right to the air that I breathe. Okay. And that's really all that I'm saying. Take 100% personal responsibility for your life. I don't understand. I don't think there's an argument with that. Just reading your comments, Scott. Indoctrination process. Yeah, it's definitely a control and a conditioning mechanism. That's for sure. When people are like sheep, they just follow the herd without, you know, questioning what the herd is really. And then the next thing you know, you're at the slaughterhouse and you're getting murdered. Yes, and there are methods. I'm reading this comment here. You work in the hospital in Melbourne, Australia, and yeah, there are other things that I've seen. Like there's the face masks, or I'm sorry, not face mask, face shields that I have seen, which I would probably prefer to wear one of those than one of these, because at least I can breathe oxygen into my lungs that I need. Okay. And I'm also not doing surgery I'm not doing open heart surgery or whatever. So, I'm not needing it for that. But yeah, there are other methods that you can use. Off track traveler, the masks do not work. I see folks messing with the things all the time. More chance to get something as they are touching their face all the time should not be mandated at all. Yeah, it's just, if you're in denial of the comment, I mean, you just need to really listen to, health professionals speak about it, get a few different opinions of it. The data just isn't there as them being this, totally effective. For it, you can get it through. The transmission can come through your hands. It can come through a lot of other sources. But, and then again, I'm not about the policing of it. If you do what you need to do, you feel you need to do to keep yourself protected. But exactly, it's just the, you will do this and you won't do that. That is just don't agree with. There's nothing in the Constitution that says that I have to have one on. Never touch the mask, especially the front, like I have seen you doing. The data is clear, totally clear. Used correctly, taken off correctly, it lowers risk. Full stop. A mask is not about protecting you. A mask is about protecting others. Look at the data. What is it? 78. I read that 78 years old age people are the ones who are the most susceptible to death with COVID or what have you. Yeah, I am not an expert. I am not an expert. I am not a doctor. I've seen I've done my own research. I've just come to some of my own thinking, my own critical thinking, and you're certainly welcome to your own critical thinking, and you do what you want to do. So, what else? Let's talk about socks. Let's change the subject. Have you guys ever used or heard of Darn Tough socks? I've been using these now for about a year, and they definitely live up to their reputation as being darn tough. This style is a hiking sock, and they also make a few different versions. They make one for work, a work sock. They're just stitched a little bit. I've had really, really, really good luck with these socks. They have a lot of anti-micro, what do you call the bacteria, antibacterial, the way that they're made. You can wear these for, several uses before they have to really be washed. And they range anywhere from like $20 to $30 a pair. They have a lifetime guarantee, a lifetime guarantee with these socks. And according to people that own these, they do stand behind their guarantee. So if you tear one of these socks or they rip, they will replace it for free. You just have to ship the original pair back to Darn Tough, and they are out of Vermont. Vermont. Anyways, I really rely on my socks every single day. I use the heck out of these things, and I really do. I'm really pretty thrilled with them, and I would recommend this brand if you're kind of tired of socks that you've been wearing. You might want to give these a shot, and you may be really surprised. They're super comfortable. Probably the most comfortable sock that I've worn, I think. But I haven't ripped one yet, haven't torn one yet, and they hold up very well in the laundry as well. Some of you might want to know, what boots do I wear? I wear these. These are Danners. These are called a patrol boot. This is a pretty expensive boot. This is about $325 a pair. I'm on my second year of these boots, and if you look closely, they're pretty worn down to the sole. I probably won't. You can rebuild these, but I'll probably buy another pair. I like them for truck driving because they're a 6-inch boot, so it gives me ample room for me to maneuver my ankle when I'm working the clutch, brake, and the accelerator pedal on driving the trucks. So this is again a Danner makes these. Danner out of Portland, Oregon. Danner also has in Portland, they have at their outlet, well, not really an outlet store, at the manufacturer there, they actually have a seconds section that has a pretty good selection, and you can get really good deals on Danner boots, and they've got a wide variety of boots, hiking boots, work boots, a wide variety. Highly recommend checking them out if you're ever in Portland. And this is the other thing that I use every day, is my hydro flask, and I really like to thank Bobby for getting me this as a gift a few years ago. And this has actually been one of the best gifts I've ever gotten, because I use it literally every day. And the number one reason why I like it is I don't use ice. I don't really have access to ice. So even not having ice, this still keeps the water very cold for hours. I mean, and then you could also put water in here and put this in your refrigerator to keep it cold. But I use this every day. This is my go-to. The one that I have has the straw attachment that you can buy. These don't come with this. This is like an accessory. This is great, the straw. So when you're driving, all you do is just flip this up and take a drink. You don't have to undo the cap and do this while you're driving. So yeah, this is my go-to hydration. I go through a lot of water when I am driving. Come get me. I'm in Hillsboro. You guys are so funny. Just reading all your guys' comments here. Probably stirred up a stirred some crap up tonight. That's good. I'm gonna look for those darn tough. Yeah, I would. I would look for them. I think I went directly through the company website, but I'm really, really happy with them. And you know what? I mean, if I do get a tear in them, I'll probably send them back. Or I mean, if I wear them out, I'll probably have no problem buying another pair. But they use special. They have special. I forget the type of yarn that they use when they sew them together. I forget, but it's like highest quality material. And they've got like different. I mean, you go on their website, they have different colors, and I mean anything. They've got a lot of selection. Remember my advice, people should have to sit in an entrance exam to use the internet. I'm off to work in the hospital. Stay safe. All right, Hilly, yeah, you take care, and thanks for your comments and giving us your point of view and what you feel to what you know. Thanks for sharing your comments. There you go. You can get the hydrogen tablets. That's another good way to go. I haven't talked to Bobby in a while. Last I heard, she's doing really good. She is in Arizona. You're in Spokane at Hotel Days Inn. I'm not telling you guys where I'm at. I'm not telling anybody where I'm at. I don't want anybody showing up with some AK-47s and coming by and slashing my tires. Some crazy mofos out there. You know what I'm talking about. Crazy, crazy mofos out there. I'll have to change it in the description. Yeah, you saw Bobby yesterday, right? Oh, gonna have to bomb another one here, I think, guys. Live streams. What else? What else? What else? What else? Here's another thing as a truck driver. This is kind of good, I think. Just showing you guys like stuff that I use every day. Earplugs. Yes, I do wear earplugs when I drive. It helps me it helps me focus and concentrate on the driving better. And some of the trucks that I drive are really loud. The exhaust brakes are really loud, but these are the earplugs that I use. I've had these for years. They are these custom fitted earplugs, and they have a dB rating or a decibel rating of about 33. I think it's NRR. Oh, here it is. The company that I got these from are called Custom Protect Ear, and they actually they fit them for you, but these are reusable earplugs, and then I can wash them in soap and water. Oh, here it is. NRR 25. So maybe they're only 25. Okay. Nonetheless, they're really comfortable and they fit in my ear really well, just like that. Another good thing to have. Well, there's a lot of things to have. These things that I'm showing you right now are just like things that I use. I rely on every day. Another one is a good flashlight. Okay, this one is a Phoenix LD22. It's super bright LED. It has a few different beam settings. I think it's got 3 of them on there where you get low beam and then like super high beam. This thing is great. It's got a little lanyard so you can you know put it around a carabiner or hold it in your wrist so you won't lose it. And one of the things I use, it also has a clip on it, got a belt clip on it. And you can go to Amazon and buy one of these. And I think in my Amazon link section, I have this already in the posted in the Amazon links. But Phoenix makes some really good the other products, and this is powered by two AA batteries. So, which is good because that's a common battery to use for a flashlight. And you could probably get rechargeable batteries for these if you also wanted. But I rely on this flashlight all the time in the early mornings to do my pre-trip inspections. So, but honestly, anybody and everybody, this to me, having a really good flashlight is just as important as having a really good pocket knife. This is just a good EDC, a good everyday. They call these like everyday carry. So definitely want to have one of those. So that's just a couple of things, guys. Got 12 people watching, 11. I'm gonna have to go to bed here pretty soon, get some sleep, but I definitely got a good meal in tonight, which is good. I got a comfortable bed to sleep in. You better come home. I don't know any of you guys. None of you. You guys are just jumping on the stream here. Well, guys, it's been really good checking back in with you. It's been exactly 1 hour right now, with the exception of this paper straw that really sucks because you can't suck anything out of it because the paper collapses. It's been really good checking back in with you all. I am going to hang up hang up the stream, gonna get some sleep, and gonna get the party started tomorrow early morning. So with that being said, it's good checking with y'all. Love and respect. I'm signing off. See you guys another time. Good night, everybody.